Hi guys, this is part 2 of my deep dive into joins, and last time we covered inner joins and outer joins, left, right, as well as full join. This time I want to talk about self join. I mentioned previous class that I want to look under the hood how joins work, but I actually gonna push it to the next video. So self joins. All it means is that joins always combines two tables. Typically those are different tables, but sometimes you want to combine the table with itself. And it's not really a different type of join because you will have to do either inner join or left, right, or full join still. But the only thing that's different is that you're joining the table to itself. In terms of syntax, there's no difference. So we're going to be working with employees table. Now we have our employee ID, employee name. What's interesting is that we have a managerial ID, which the managerial ID and employee ID come from the same set of IDs. So if you want to, let's take this employee, Smith Clerk, right? His manager has ID 7909. You can look up the manager right in this table. 7909. So I'm 7902. Fourth, analyst. Never mind that his job is not in this organization. Analysts can be managers. Probably a lead analyst. And you can look up all information for the manager just like for an employee. So this is a you can see that the table is kind of self-referencing, right? It's one field is referencing another field in the same table. So that that kind of table gives you an opportunity and necessity to do self-join. Let's say we are given a task to find employee who has higher salary than his or her manager. So let's just quickly see how we would, do it logically. And why do we need a join at all here, right? Let's take that first employee again. His salary is $800. I guess monthly or whatever. His manager is 7902. So if we're going to go to a different row, find 7902 again, and find the salary for that manager, 3,000. We compare those two numbers, and obviously this employee would not be shown in the result because his salary is less than his manager's salary. But in order for SQL to do this kind of comparison, to compare the salaries, they have to be in the same row. Not necessarily displayed in the same row, but in somewhere in the processing step, they have to be in the same row. It's a good way of thinking about it. This is the whole reason we do joins, to put things from different tables in one row, so we can do other calculations of them, or just display things in one row. So that's where self-join comes in. So let's copy this. Give it this first reference alias E. basic inner join, again some table. But this time, let me actually give the same reference. You'll see what's going to happen. See, it complains, even if, let's say, I didn't have any alias. It just would not. It would complain that, well, you're selecting from twice from the same table, and you're not doing anything to differentiate between them. So it's gonna say the object employees and employees, oops, from the same exposed names. Well, what exposed names is, we're gonna change the exposed name. That's what alias is, right? So we're gonna give this table alias employees, and this same table we're gonna give different alias manager. So now effectively there are two different tables, E and M, or at least they're treated the same way by SQL. And the on condition, of course. So from employee table we will be joining on managerial ID, and from managerial table we're going to be joining on employee ID. That's what I was talking about, that now things are in one row based on the match between managerial ID from employee table and employee ID from managerial table. Okay, so this is too many fields, and also we are not differentiating, like it's called employee ID here and employee ID here. Let's make it more meaningful and readable. So everything from employee table are going to give it alias employee, and everything from managerial table are going to give it alias managerial. This is just to illustrate things better. Okay, so let's do employee ID. Well, I'm not gonna, the name of the field itself says employee here, so I'm gonna leave it as is, employee name, and now we're interested in salary, right? Salary doesn't say in the name if it's employee or manager, so I'm gonna give it an alias, employee salary. And now let's get some managerial fields. We'll just get the name, and salary. Yeah, and the aliases. I forgot about the aliases. Manager name. Yep, manager, whatever. Okay, so now let me put the actual condition of the salary. Now that you can see that everything is lined up in one row, both the employee salary and the managerial salary. Imagine that this is one table. It's pretty easy to find employee salary higher than managerial salary. Like this. So if you haven't seen it before, the on clause of the join allows you to enter multiple conditions. This is the condition we are matching on, and this is the filter, so to speak. So there is one manager with a very low managerial salary, and there are 3 employees who work under him and have higher salary than him.